Hey, what's up? This is Spider Prime 1 backing in with another Transformers video review. While I was doing my Reveal the Shield Legends figure review, I was thinking, what else has just come out that I need to address? Oh yeah, Dark of the Moon! I saw it at the 9 o'clock preview showing the day before it came out. Saw it in 3D. 3D wasn't really necessary, but it was still the most epic out of the trilogy. Human acting was still kind of crap, especially Patrick Dempsey. But the whole storyline with the lunar landing being because of the Transformers, I'll save that for a rant. But I need to get on to my Dark of the Moon figures. I have plenty to go through, especially the Cyberverse, which are now the new Legends. But I'll save them for later. Let's do Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. Just get the poster boy out of the way. Now on Wikipedia it says he is the 9th generation Camaro. I didn't know they now came standard with the racing fin, but whatever. Oh yeah, and the racing nets instead of the windows, which we'll get to in a minute. But all in all, it is a very cool looking alt mode. It's very good. You may also notice that there is a gigantic gun sticking out of the roof. That would be his mech-tech weapon, which on my copy likes to stay in very much. Now, his mech-tech weapon at first looks just like a big block with a tiny little gun barrel and then a trigger. But mech-tech can change, just like the Transformers. And so when you pull back on this piece, it changes and looks so much better. Why couldn't this be the first version? Now, unfortunately, all the deluxe mech-tech weapons don't lock. The Voyager ones do, but not the deluxe version. They're just spring activated. But it's a cool mech-tech weapon, not one of the best. There are better, which I will get to in other reviews. But setting this aside, transform! It kind of transforms the exact same way. Well, not exact, but it kind of transforms almost like Hunt for the Decepticons Battle Blades Bumblebee, with some differences. Like the fact that you flip up the windows for robot mode, but you can't have them in vehicle mode. Kind of stupid. You want to come under here, bring up the arms, bring them out. Bring up the arms, bring them out. Now these ones, the Dark of the Moon's ones, you have to split the chest apart. I know on the original movie Bumblebee, and even on the Battle Blades Bumblebee, you can avoid splitting the chest up. On the Dark of the Moon figures, you can't. Let's snap that in there. I personally don't care which way I do them. It looks goofy on the 2007 version, and it even kind of looks goofy on the Battle Blades Bumblebee. But this one, if you push them in until they're touching his body instead of sticking all the way out, it actually doesn't look that bad. Do the legs here. And there is Bumblebee. Now, one thing I should mention. This is my second Bumblebee. Reason why I bought a second one is because on my first one, I was unfolding the hands and I saw Pia's review, and he said that you can stick the MechTech weapon in his hand as well as the MechTech ports, which I'll get to in a minute. So when I was first transforming him, I opened the hands and I opened the fingers. On the Battle Blades Bumblebee, you can open the thumb all the way back to his wrist with the 3 fingers pointing forward. Can't do that on this guy. I pulled him back and the thumb snapped off. So I bought a second one. And what's funny is on this one, this hand will open all the way so that you can stick the MechTech weapon in there, and he kind of holds it loosely. And then this hand doesn't really like to open. You can force the MechTech weapon in there, and I get kind of freaked out just in case it breaks again. So I don't have my Bumblebee holding his MechTech weapons. I just stick them into the one of 2 MechTech ports that I have found. One on each top of the wrist. But yeah, very good figure. Has the same kind of articulation as the Battle Blades Bumblebee, which I still say is the definitive Bumblebee. I don't care whatever else comes out or is said. Battle Blades is always the best, in my opinion. But the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, not too bad. I like it a lot. It's a good way to start the Dark of the Moon line. Not much else I really care to say about it. He does kind of have an awkward backpack and a hole. But other than that, he's a pretty good figure. I like him. Definitely worth picking up. But, as you'll see in my next review, there's another version out there that I think is slightly better. But until that video, I'm Spider Prime 1, and I'll be back pretty soon. But until then, I'm signing off.